Well, I got an interesting rock. Let's look at it. I smashed it because the darn thing's heavy, and I didn't want to carry out the whole rock. And it appears to have, through here, just a very thin line of silver, and the rest is a mixed metal that is mostly cobalt. Normally, we wouldn't carry these out when we're hunting or metal detecting for silver. You just kick it to the side and leave it. Now, other people come along and find the rock and are happier than pigs in manure. But I'm actually wondering how well this will polish. So what I'd like to do is get a slice, polish it by hand with progressively finer sandpaper, and see whether or not I've been making a big mistake. So let's get to it. Okay, as you see, I'm just using a regular tile saw, and we'll cut the slice. Okay, it's not horrible, but let's see if we can shine that up. So here's my method of madness. I'm on a glass table, so it gives me a smooth surface underneath, and then I've got a hose running, and what I want it to do is to wash off any little bits of grit that end up on the paper. Reason being, it will end up, if it's a hard chunk of something, it will end up scratching my surface, and a polish is really, what you're trying to do is get rid of the fine scratches. I learned that in rock tumbling. So this is, I'm starting with 100 grit, and we'll progressively move through and show you some of the stages. Alright, so what I'm really attempting to do with 100 grit, it's almost a shaping coarseness of sandpaper. There will be little streaks on the metal itself from the saw blade, and I really have to remove those, otherwise I won't get a good polish. So I think we're almost there. Look at that. That's an improvement, isn't it? Are we in the camera? Sure we are. There we go. Now I've seen guys at some of the gem shows selling this stuff to people that don't know any better as silver. Now there's probably silver in there, but it could be as low as, I don't know, 5% silver or 10% silver. This is cobalt. Well, I've now moved this party to 220 grit. Here's what I'm starting with. It's already looking nice. Get rid of the dirt. Boy, that water is black, eh? Look at that. Well, I think I'm done with the 220. I can still see some minor scratches in there, and I think they will polish out better with the 400 grit. So now we're doing the 400 grit, but what I should say is, if I found I was a little too impatient and didn't leave long enough on a coarser grain to get rid of all the scratches that could be gone, I can always stop and back up. So if something can't get removed with a finer grit, then back it up and do it again with the coarser grit. Well, a quick peek. I'm done with 400 and I'm on to 600 now. I'll see you at the next step. Okay, another quick peek. I'm on to the 800. Oops. Okay, so didn't spend a lot of time on the 800 grit. Moving now to the 1500. And from my last experiment where I did nickeline, this was the round that really made things polish up. So, well, there's the 1500 grit done. Now, it didn't go as shiny as the nickeline, but still not bad. Let's go to 2000 grit, and that's my last piece of sandpaper. So there we go. Washed in Palmolive soap, dried. Wow. I think I see just up in the top corner a little bit of silver. The rest is cobalt. You see it polishes pretty nice. Actually, maybe a little bit of silver in here too. Just the silver is a little bit shinier. There we go. I see on this side I still some minor scratches. Yep, I didn't do a great job on that side. But sure is nicer than the way I started. So, hope you enjoyed that. We'll try something different soon.